unintended benefits. One of the best things of having started this conversation here on the vlog and now on the podcast and other places to baby boomers, Gen Xers, about our relevance in the digital age is I never realized just how frustrated my kids would be with the entire movement and with us gray zoners. They were all home for Christmas. It's the last day of the year, but they were all home for Christmas. And I got to see firsthand that they are less than impressed. And what is it about being a parent? What is it about being a parent of adult children that there's a huge benefit to irritating your children? I'm not sure why it brings such joy to my life. Does it bring joy to your life having your children irritated at you? And I guess I used to think that I would try and mollify them and try and make it so they were happy with me. I think I did that, but now it's just, oh, if I if I can irritate them, I double down on the irritation factor. It probably has to do with its vengeance over after all the years that they irritated us. What I'm sharing with you is going to be the plans for next year. As promised, this is the last of the year, and I'm not the sort of person that does all these New Year's resolutions type thing, and so I'm not going to be sharing with you all of my personal aspirations for the new year, although I'm more than happy to read yours should you choose to share them with me in the comments. But instead, I just want to talk to you a little practically about what we're planning here at Dotto Tech in the coming year. And with a big part in mind is your feedback on what you think of our program plan moving ahead. Of course, this vlog will continue. We're going to keep it weekly. I don't think it needs to be more than weekly. The odd time I might do an extra vlog. Hopefully I won't miss any weeks. That's my, if I am going to set an aspirational goal, I want to have 52 new vlogs sent to you over the year. And consistently, I think publishing them each weekend, I think it's a nice time for them to be published as on the weekend. So I'm going to continue with that plan for the entire year. I'm very excited about the new podcast that we have. If you haven't yet tuned in to Gray Matters, our new podcast, it is... Well, this vlog is about what it's like being in the gray zone in the digital age, being a baby boomer, a Gen Xer in the digital age, and it's kind of a personal, how our take on life to a certain extent. The podcast is tactical. It's the things that we should be doing if we want to have an online business, if we want to start a side hustle, if we want to build a business, if we want to just kick retirement in the face and say, I'm not interested in that. I'm going to continue to be relevant and do things. It's tactical about that. So if you've not yet listened to the podcast, I would appreciate you listening to it. And if you do listen to it, one of the things that you can really do to help us grow it is share a review, especially on iTunes. If you share a review of it, that iTunes really looks at that to help grow and suggest the podcast to others. But I'm looking forward to that podcast growing through the whole year. We're just in the nascent stage. We've only released 3 or 4, depending on when you listen to this video. But they've all been solo podcasts up to now. But soon we'll be getting guests on, and I'll be really fleshing out the entire line of what's happening with the podcast. So I am super excited about what's happening with the podcast. So we've got the vlog and the podcast. That's a lot of work just by itself. So what's going to happen with the YouTube channel going ahead, Steve? How much publishing are we going to be doing of our how-to videos? Well, we're going to continue with the exact same, pretty much the exact same publishing schedule. We're going to publish 2 videos per week on average, one of them related to the Google ecosphere and the other one a general productivity type video or something that interests me. So we'll be doing 2 videos per week moving through the year on average. The odd week we don't get both videos out, but for the most part we will manage to produce that level of videos. We can handle that workload. And of course, Webinar Wednesday, our flagship product here at Dotto Tech, will continue through the new year. We've got webinars actually starting January 2nd is our first webinar of the new year. And we've got them planned for the first couple of months already. So I'm really looking forward to building out Webinar Wednesday and continuing on with that. It'll be our 3rd year of doing a weekly webinar series. And so it's become a show. I think of it more as a show now than a webinar. So we'll be doing that. Now, as far as business goes here at Dotto Tech, you will see a slight change in how proactive I am in selling a few items. We're not going to develop any of our own online courses this year. At least the plan is not to develop any of our own. We might co-produce one course, but for the most part, because of what I'm doing with the Gray Wave, with teaching baby boomers and Gen X more about the online world, There are so many different aspects that they need to learn about, that we need kind of a fast track to learning about, from developing, delivering webinars, developing online courses, building online businesses, creating podcasts, all of these different aspects of building your business. And I think, legitimately develop courses in several of those areas. And we've done some in the past. We've done some on online courses. We've done a lot on webinar development, a lot on screencasting and online video. But there are so many other people that create really good and compelling courses in this space. And I've got tremendous respect for them. So what I've done is, in this coming year, I'm partnering with several of what I consider to be the top online course producers, and I'm basically becoming an affiliate for these programs. Now, the ones that I've kind of handpicked, they're the ones I've handpicked. I think that they are best of breed. I appreciate the ethos that they represent, as well as the tactical and technical aspects of their teachings. And they've got great reputations. And so what I'm going to be doing so instead of developing the course content myself and having to pay all that attention to detail of hitting all the small little bits that is such a challenge in creating online courses, instead I'm going to recommend their courses, and then I'm going to add bonus content that we create ourselves here at Dotto Tech. The first example is going to be happening really quickly. I've partnered with Amy Porterfield. She is developing a wonderful new course on how to deliver online courses and develop online courses and deliver webinars to support those courses. It's her Digital Course Academy is what she's calling it. And Amy is, in my mind, one of the top few personalities in our space that really teaches really practical, tactical, actionable items in how she teaches and how she produces her course content. So I'm thrilled that she's agreed to work with me. And so in January, she's going to be launching the new course, and you'll be hearing a lot about it. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link below. The first kind of list builders around that course is available, and that is called the Ultimate Course Creation Starter Kit, which you can download if you're interested in developing your own online courses, which I think, moving ahead into the new year, is still one of the best revenue opportunities for us. Amy is going to go through the how to get started on your online course, which leads into her Digital Course Academy, which is going to be the whole meal deal. Now, what are we going to do to support that course? We are going to create our own add-on course on online video for screencasting, as in online video and screencasting for online course development and webinar development. So I'm going to teach my techniques on how we create our videos, which is, I think, a perfect fit. Amy does such a great job of teaching her stuff. I'm looking forward to adding my value into that mix. So that's going to be our business model moving ahead. So we've partnered with Amy. You'll hear about the other partners that we're working with as we go on. And if there are course developers who you've taken a course that you think are outstanding courses and you want to make sure that they are on my radar, please comment and let me know who you are really impressed with and who you respect as online course developers in the online business space. And I'll take a look, and it might be something that I can end up working with as we move ahead. So that's a big part of our financial energy or our revenue opportunities moving ahead, is going to be doing these affiliate programs for online courses and supporting content. And the other big project that I'm planning this year, and I will put it out there, is I want to do a book. I wanted to do a book talking about the gray zone, about us and our place in the online space. And I think that what's needed is we have to start talking to brands and businesses about not ignoring us in their online marketing. They seem to have eyes only for millennials right now as far as online marketing and as far as all of their energy and how they think social marketing works. I think they forget that there are so many baby boomers and Gen X online in social networking that we are available, and we are part of that community. And I think that there's a real business opportunity for all of us to more aggressively and more intelligently market to the more mature sectors of our population. So that's what we're going to be talking about in that book. And I'm starting that in late spring. I've actually I have struggled a lot with trying to figure out how to write a book. I don't know if any of you have gone through this process. But it is, to me, I find it really intimidating. I find it really intimidating to take on this project. And I don't think it's something that I can do off the side of my desk or like 2 hours a day or just schedule a little bit of time each day. I think it's something I have to immerse myself in. So what I'm doing is I'm scheduling it as I would have the start of a television season back when we produced our TV show, is once I start production, I'm in production 100%, and that's all that I'm working on. And so we'll be starting that in the late spring. Is we'll be doing all of the writing for it, with hopefully being able to get it published by the end of the winter. By the end of the year 2019 is when I hope we'll actually have it published. It's an aggressive schedule, but I'm hoping that we can make it. I've got some good people that are going to be helping me with it, so I'm so excited about that, and I hope you're excited about it too. I'd love to hear your comments on it. So that's the big plan for 2019. How did we get to 2019? Oh my gosh. How did we ever get to 2019? If I do have one overarching goal for the year, it's that I want to have an impact on you. I want you to have an impact on me, and I want to have an impact on you. I want to have an impact on the gray zone. I want to hear and continue to read the stories that you folks are posting here in the blog about, or in the vlog, about how you are embracing the digital world, how you are looking at it as an opportunity, not as an encumbrance, how it's giving you hope, and how you are taking and reinventing yourself to feel more empowered and more in control in the online space, and to recognize that there are opportunities for us to remain relevant as we move ahead and help us develop the skills that we need to compete and to reinvent ourselves in the digital age. That is my goal for 2020. I think it's a good goal. I'd love to hear yours. Until next time, I'm Steve Dotto. Have fun storming a castle.